So everyone talks about adobo, right? But only recently did I find out from my dad that there's such a thing as adobo with coconut milk. And that's called adobo sa gata in Tagalog. And gata means coconut milk. And if you've been following this channel, in the past few weeks, we did a live kakanin class, and that's rice-based Filipino desserts that use up coconut milk. And I have a 3-quart can of coconut milk, and I really need to use it up. If you want to start learning how to make Filipino food at home, I have a cooking challenge mini cookbook, and the link to that is in the description. And there's going to be a traditional adobo recipe in there, as well as a few other easy Filipino recipes for you to get started with. For this recipe, we're going to take a basic adobo recipe and add coconut milk to it, and then we're going to stick the wings in the oven to make it more like wings that you'd eat using your hands. So let's start by making that basic adobo recipe. I'm going to start by lightly browning the chicken wings along with the aromatics. Pour about a tablespoon of oil in a pan and then put in about 4 cloves of crushed garlic, then about 5 to 7 whole black peppercorns, and 1 to 2 dried bay leaves. Hopefully yours aren't broken like mine. Just saute these on medium-low heat for a couple minutes, then add 2 pounds of chicken wings. The space in this pan seems pretty tight, so you can use a larger pan, but keep in mind that these wings will shrink. So just brown the wings lightly on both sides until some of the chicken's oils release, and then sprinkle some salt to taste. I added about a teaspoon of salt in here. Once you're happy with the browning, then add about half a cup of soy sauce, followed with half a cup of vinegar, preferably apple cider, sugar, or coconut vinegar, plus an additional splash of vinegar on top of that. I like to add just a little bit more vinegar than soy sauce. And finally, add half a cup of coconut milk. Stir the sauce among the chicken wings the best you can, and then just let it sit here and simmer for about 10 minutes on medium heat. Now while that's happening, turn your oven broil setting on high, and then let that preheat for about 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes with your wings, get a parchment paper lined baking tray and put your wings on the tray. Now stick this in your oven and broil for about 3 to 5 minutes on each side, which means you gotta flip your wings. Make sure you watch it closely because when you're broiling, it goes from crisp to charred within a matter of minutes. So while you're busy broiling, make sure your pan with the sauce is up to medium-high heat, and allow the adobo sauce to reduce until it becomes thick. This took me about 10 to 15 minutes, and trust me, you can tell when it's reduced. It's going to be a lot thicker than when you first started cooking it. Okay, cool, so at this point your wings are done, your sauce is reduced, and it's time to just put them together. So pile your chicken wings in a vessel of your choice, and then pour the reduced sauce over your wings. And here we have it, a flavorful wings recipe that isn't buffalo sauce or garlic parmesan. So tasting this, it's kind of like a creamier version of chicken adobo, and the coconut kind of gives like a floral taste to it. And I imagine you can make this with cream or milk even if you don't have coconut milk, and it would still taste pretty good. And as always, with adobo, it's gonna taste so much better the day after because the marinade just seeps into the chicken wings and it just sucker punches you with flavor. As always, thank you so much for watching. And 1, tell me what else can I do with this coconut milk? 2, make sure you grab your mini cookbook, and that's gonna be in the description below. And 3, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!